So the Yaris GR is the new benchmark for small, fast, affordable hot hatches. And I say affordable with a slight wince because the Yaris is about 30 grand. It's not cheap, is it? But there is an alternative. Welcome then back to Collecting Cars and the Peugeot 106 Rallye. In the early 90s, the sub 1300cc Rallye class was very popular, but the 106 XSI's 1.4 litre engine was not eligible. The solution was to drop the engine capacity to 1.3 litres and create a homologation special, the 106 Rallye. Only 500 cars made it to the UK in right-hand drive, and you could either have it in Bianca white or, like this one, indigo blue. Now the exterior of the car has a few telltale signs which set it apart from the bog standard 106, such as these trademark white steel wheels, behind which are some vented grooved discs. This car also has the lovely Pug Sport stainless exhaust, and then down the outside of the car we have the Rallye detailing stripes. Look at that, absolutely minty. You could eat your dinner off that. Under the hood is an 8-valve single overhead camshaft unit enabling 100 brake horsepower at the 7,200 RPM red line. This one's got a few extras though, including a K&N induction kit and a strut brace. So reading about the 106, I discovered it's a TU series engine, and that's interesting because it's a small 4-cylinder engine used in a staggering amount of Peugeot and Citroëns from 1986 to 2001. Starting with the Citroën AX and then the Saxo, the C2, C3, 4BX and ZX, Zara, and the Peugeot 106, 107, 205, 206, 207, etc, etc. A huge amount of engines for Peugeot and Citroën. Inside is pleasantly sparse in here. They've very much taken a everything you need and nothing you don't approach. But there are a few things worth mentioning, like the blue dials on the instrument panel with the white detailing. They're a particularly nice touch. The blue theme continues across the carpets, but then in the back we've got the red seat belts. The seat inserts, we've got the rather jazzy red, blue and yellow inserts. Pretty nice. And that's about it, which is great because it means less time talking and more time for us to go out and have a drive. Right, fueled up, ready for this drive. Got some low winter sun today, which doesn't make it too easy to see, but grateful for a drier day because the weather's been terrible, so to get out in this today is really lucky. The stats of this car don't make it sound particularly powerful, and it's not, but with it weighing only 860 kilograms, it feels and sounds like you're driving a lot faster than you probably are. It's certainly torquey enough, but that doesn't stop you sort of dropping down and changing gears just because that sound is so infectious. Now it's a cold winter's day, the road's a bit damp, there's mud and leaves on the ground, but this is still gripping really nicely. And because it's so small, and the wheels are right over the edge, it just goes exactly where you want it to go. Now the steering's heavy at low speed, but once you get going it's light, but not too light that you've got numbness. You can still get plenty of feel through the steering. You can have a lot of fun with this 106, you really can. You could think about stripping it out, taking it on hill climbs, track days, or just keep it as is. It's super comfortable and plenty of fun if you want to go ragging round country roads. Oh yeah. Once you start building speed in the car, the true value of it becomes apparent. You're plugged into every little output that it makes, and you can really dial and tune into the sound that it makes. Just loves these little country roads. It's so small and nimble. Just tucks itself round every corner. There's the original Clarion stereo in here, but I just don't think they should have bothered putting one in the first place, honestly. Why would you want a stereo in this? Got that lovely exhaust note to listen to. I have to say, I also really love this gear stick. It just fits perfectly in the palm of your hand. It's an absolute joy to use. Extremely tactile. I just love the size of this thing because you can thread it through. You know, there's cars coming past the other way and you can still nip through. The Yaris we saw this morning, yes, it's still a small hot hatch and it's got fabulous reviews, but it's massive compared to this. Oh, I'm glad I'm in a small car. Here we go. Joys of a country road. This bloke, oh mate. I think perhaps this year, of all years, we've learnt to really appreciate the simpler things in life and take things back to basics, and this car really epitomises that. Don't need to find yourselves up in the rarefied air of supercars to have fun. You can get this. There's something so satisfying about a rally. Taking things back to basics is strangely cathartic, especially in a time when things are all going a bit wonky. This car reminds you of the joys in keeping it simple. The fact of the matter is, the 106 Rally is all you really need to get out and enjoy these roads. So if you're after a small, fast hot hatch, by all means drop 30 grand and get yourself a Yaris GR. Or perhaps you want something a little less uncomplicated, a little simpler in a world where things are getting all topsy-turvy, in which case, get yourself a 106 Rally. If you want to find out more about this car, head over to collectingcars.com where there'll be more than 100 photos and a full description. Thanks for watching and see you soon.